Here I am again in the middle of Last Man on Earth country. I'm now on the Fawn Pass trailhead, or the Fawn Pass Trail, excuse me. And there's a lot of smoke in the air today from the fires, but you can see how just incredibly desolate this area is. Beautiful hike. This is just another little piece on bears and geology. But if you look at this rock right here, it's a fairly good-sized, heavy rock. This is the hole that the rock came out of. And what the grizzly bear do is they just wrap those 3-inch claws around the edge of the rock and pull the rock out to get at the insects underneath. I just want to show you one other thing. This is one of the cooler things about this area. It may be something that's not of interest to most people, but you see this rock right here? Let me go around the other side of it so that the sun doesn't bleach it out. But see this huge boulder? This little boulder's actually been split. But this is what's called a glacial erratic. And what essentially has happened is that this rock was carried along by the glacier until the glacier stopped growing and melted, and then wherever it melts, wherever that rock is, just drops to the ground and stays there. As you can see, I'll do a 360, my sort of Last Man on Earth video. Boy, the smoke is really getting bad here. But as you look around, you can see there are no other rocks in the area other than this one glacial erratic. What's very interesting about this is that at some point eons ago, this rock actually split in half. So at this point, I've made it to the top of the mountain. And again, as I said before, it's really pretty smoky up here. But so far it's been a great hike. So this is a clearer view of that elk antler, but this is a big boy. When I start going up to 6 points, these are really large elk. One other thing I want to say about this elk antler is that this antler was shed. This isn't as a result of the bull elk passing on. These elk shed these antlers every year. In fact, I was told by a wildlife biologist that the cells in an elk antler are the fastest reproducing cells of all mammals on Earth, and that these antlers can sometimes grow an inch a day. This is a part of these hiking trails that really puts me on high alert. It's when the trail runs right through these densely forested areas and the tree line comes right down to the edge of the trail. If I'm ever going to run into a grizzly at this time of the day, this would be the area it'll be in. But I haven't seen any grizzly this entire trip. So my guess is that they have gone up high and I should be pretty safe. I'd be extremely cautious in this area in the spring and early summer. This is now looking at the opposite side of the trail. And the good news is I will be out of this forested area in just a couple hundred yards. Well, I am at the end of the hike. I should be back to the Jeep in less than 5 minutes. As it turns out, the hike will be about 10 miles today, and it was a nice hike. Shorter than the other hikes that I have done in the park here, considerably shorter actually, but I like this hike, and I chose in particular because it had a very long uphill. So it really gave me some good exercise. But I stopped and talked with a couple for about 15 minutes. So I think the hike will have taken me about 4.5 hours, including a short lunch break. As you can see, I'll do a 360 here. Just beautiful country. Absolutely beautiful country. And I am sorry to say, but this will be my last Yellowstone training hike. It was a nice one though, even with the smoke. It was a great hike. I'm happy that I did it. I am so privileged, so lucky to have Yellowstone only 4.5 hours from my driveway so that I can get up here. And boy, if you've never been to this park, one thing I would say is if there's any way you can make it happen, do so. This is one of the most extraordinary jewels in the country. Just love this place. I tell people that this park is the center of my soul. So I hope someday, if you haven't been here, you will make it. I hope for some people these videos will stimulate your desire, regardless of your age. Not just baby boomers, but regardless of your age, will stimulate your interest to get out and see this park. It is genuinely amazing. Okay, I'll do an epilogue tomorrow, maybe even later this afternoon, but I'm feeling pretty good. No blisters, doesn't feel like I have any sock burn, and you know what, I think it's funny, in making the video, I think I made a wrong turn. I think I missed the turn to my Jeep. I'm actually on another hiking trail. Well, that's the joy of hiking, right? This is just a video to give you an indication of just how dangerous mountain weather can be out here in the West. An hour and a half ago, I got off the trail. It was 85 degrees and it was sunny and hot. I hope this will show up. I don't know if it will, but if you can't read that, it is now 59 degrees and it is pouring rain. And this is how people get hypothermia when they're hiking on the trails, when they're in the backcountry, because they just don't come prepared for these radical changes in weather. And as you can see, it's literally pouring out, and it's gone from absolutely sunny skies, sunny hot skies, and 85 degrees to 58 degrees and heavy rain. And right now, anybody who's out on the trail, a good distance from their car, who does not have rain protection with them, is in serious trouble. You just have to prepare for this weather to turn on a dime. So even today, even when it was 85 degrees, I still had rain gear and a sweatshirt in my pack, just in case.